Hello everyone, how are you today? This is Carolynne from NonnasNuttykrafts, and guess what? We're doing another decoration. We are doing my lady in the nursing home. We're going to decorate her tree, garland, and her window. So I tried my best to do as much as I could before, like cutting things and stuff. Let me find you. Okay. I'm going to have my phone because if the comments go by on this too quick, maybe I can catch them on the phone. That would be the idea. So, okay. So what we're going to start with, I'm going to show you what the basics behind everything is. So for the tree this time, we're going to do it all in flowers. So she likes purple, so we have a little lavender. I got to think of where my camera is. It's over here. We got some panonis. Hello, Bob. How are you? Welcome, welcome. And we have some dogwoods. So we're going to use these in the tree. And I was just playing here just a little bit to kind of get an idea of how I needed to cut these up. So I pre-cut some already, and we're going to see if that works. I have plenty to do. The bow on there, and you'll see how this all transpires out. We have the lavender and the polka dot because the garland has these colors in it. And I think it's just a nice play off of the pink and of the white dogwood with the white polka dots in there. So that's the game plan. So hey guys, send this out to all your friends so that they can come see what we're going to do today, all right? All right, so I've already pre-cut. So I'm going to start with a lot of the pink. Now, I know you're only going to see about half the tree. God, if I try to do this. Ooh, that works. I have her. That works. You can see more of the tree. Yeah, you may not see it all, but you got enough of it. So I was playing on how many flowers I wanted to group together. Some may have 3, some may have 2. These are the little filler leaves that it comes with, so I'm just pushing those all the way up because, you know, we'll use them. You may not see me all in the frame, just because I'd rather have you see the tree and all. So we're going to start with the pink ones because I'm going to use the lavender and the white as just like fillers in there. I don't want to just put 1 because you can see that looks kind of boring. This is 2, which looks cute. And of course, if I group 3, it even looks more. But I think I'm just going to play. I'm going to start with 2 together with everything because, like I said, I have a whole bunch of flowers I can always add. All right. So we're just going to randomly. I'm going to take these out because these I was playing with. I don't think I have any more anyway. And I cut them as long as the stem would let me. And if you're wondering, all these flowers came from Walmart. 97 cents. So, just an FYI. So, what's great is that you can move the branches around to make it work for you. I'm going to stick some up there. And we're just going to start with the pink. And just randomly put them in. There's none of these are bigger than the other or anything like that. So, hello Janet, how are you? So we're just going to stick 2 by 2 for right now. And I think this is going to look cute. What I really wanted to do was do like an ombre effect. But of course it's kind of hard to find a lot of colors of the same flower to do something like that. So I figured, well, we'll do it this way. We'll get a bunch of the flowers because we live in Virginia. That's why dogwood is the state flower. And like I said, she likes purple. So that's why we did lavender. I wanted to do it all in roses because I could probably find a lot of colors in the roses. Yes, this is my lady friend in the nursing home. Lady friend. Okay. So I kind of did pretty much down this side. So maybe 2 more right there. And the reason why I'm just sticking these in because because it just makes it easier because, you know, we're going to take it down, of course, for next month. And I could make these, tie these in little bouquets if I wanted to and stuff, but I don't know why I cannot see comments there. That's just weird. Let's slide and swipe. Well, as long as I can see them on one. I forgot what I was saying. See, I get sidetracked. Oops. So I think this is going to look kind of cute. We usually stick a lot of things in there, you know, pics of all kinds of sorts. But this time I said, let's do something a little different. Let me move my bag here. I don't want you to see my bouquet all the time, which I always try, but when you're decorating a tree and trying to do live, it doesn't always work out that way. Well, like I said, I'm just randomly sticking 2x2s in here. Get this one to fill. And I'm actually kind of almost going down like a stripe, but kind of trying to stagger them in there. Okay, lots of flowers. Lots of flowers. So the reason for this theme is, you know, April showers bring May flowers. So that is the concept behind doing the flowers this time. Oops. And like I said, just something different. We did for her a while back when she lived in one of her other places. We did flowers, and I did them in little bouquets of sorts. And I didn't want to do the bouquet thing with this. I just wanted to have these randomly go in and just decorate it that way and have fun. Of course, I'd never have an even amount of flowers cut. Oh, well, I do have more over there. So lights, we need to go back in there. Oops. So this time I don't have to worry about garland going around the tree like I have, you know, in the past. And I love this idea. It just makes it fun. It makes it springy. We want a lot of flowers. A lot of flowers. I have so many flowers that we can decorate this tree from head to toe. I always have one. I have one left. One. That's okay. All right. So let's stop there with the flowers. What I have now is the dogwood and the lavender. So these are kind of like my picks because they're kind of long. I didn't want to cut them short or anything, so those kind of stand out a little bit from the sides. And these are all different lengths, so some are going to stick out more than others. But I think this would be a pretty little extension, you know, when you see things to make it a little bit wider. Oops, more than one in there. So some are longer, some are shorter, so maybe keep the shorter ones up top. We got lots of these too. Your long one, let's bring you down here somewhere. And some have more, you know, branches on it than, I mean, most of them have about 2 on them, but, you know, it just makes it fun if it has more, of course. Oh, I think this looks cute. Do you notice when you do somebody else's stuff that you put a lot of effort into it, a lot of time, and you're like, OMG, why didn't I think about this for my house? I really like it. I like it like that. Oops. I thought that was kind of full. Oops. Some down here. We got tons of them, so we can use them all. Look at that, it's just coming to life. Haven't done this side. I'll just bring all these over here, so I'll have to walk back and forth. Let's see, oh, that's gonna be so pretty. Now, I didn't do cherry blossoms, needless to say, because the cherry blossoms finished last month. Hello, Angela, how are you? So we didn't do, that's why we're not doing cherry blossoms. Oops. But the dogwood looks really pretty. Oops. No branch there. There we go. So what do you guys think so far? Show me some hearts if you think it's kind of cool. What do you guys think? Bending over, I can't even. I don't know why my thing on here won't show. You know why? I just bet you that if it's not hooked up to the Wi-Fi. Can you guys all see me okay? Because it just dawned on me, maybe it didn't click over to the Wi-Fi. Just tell me yes or no. Oh, I like this. I do. I'm going to stick some of the lavender in here now. And the lavender will stick out too, just like the dogwoods did. And again, these are like the fillers. You know, when you're doing a bouquet, you do put your flowers in and then you're like, oh, I've got some extra spots here. So that's what these wind up doing. Filling in those little blank spots. But we can fill them in with flowers. Get in there. I think that's coming out cute. What do you guys think? Yes, we can see it. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. We had a problem the one time when I was doing this that the Wi-Fi wasn't connecting. And everything kept, thank you Barb, by the way, everything, it was buffering and freezing and everything, so I didn't check the Wi-Fi before I started the live, silly me. Oh, I like this. Do you guys like this? What do you guys think so far? Send me your comments, please. Because, you know, you guys help me decorate. Because sometimes you'll see something that I don't see. Whether it's a space or a gap. I do like how this is coming out now. Lavender. you. Come out wherever you are. I'm running back and forth to see comments. Hey Charlie, how are you, my friend? We are doing decorating. Oh, my britches. You want to stay that way. Let's try this way. There we go. Some down here, some over here, and here, and here, up there. Ooh. Now I gotta stand back and see. Oh, I think that's kind of cute. What do you guys think? Need some more pink flowers, right? Think some more pink? That's a pretty tree. Oh, it's pretty. Guys are quiet today. So I had a craft show this weekend, and it stunk. I'll be honest. Why? Because the weather was horrible. It was cold and yucky and cloudy, and literally by the end of the craft show is when the sun came out. And it was like, seriously? But I did have some sales, not very many, so I'm grateful for those, the ones I did. And there's always next time. Why do I have one left over? Seriously. That's going to drive me crazy. Are these in odd numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're in groups of 6, but I have one left over. Oh, you know why? Because when I do the windowsill, I took one out of, that's why. So we'll stick this one in the back by itself. So we don't have one hanging out by itself. I think that looks so cute. Let me see what I still have covered. Make sure I'm not leaving any stragglers. There's a straggler here. Where shall you go? Wait a minute. Maybe right up here. So that lavender. The lavender here, but we can't see it. So let's get some more of these. If I don't see your comment, please say it again, because I'm trying to keep up with what comes across on the phone. And I may miss it. I may. I could put the dogwood with the lavender. Gosh, guys, that's cute. If I do say so myself, if I do. There's some spots back here. Oops. This is hard when you're trying to do this and you gotta stand back and you gotta look and stand back and look. Where did I miss? see. That's cute. But see, I see right here. So maybe if I change these flowers up here. Lavender. I think it's also the branches. It's got another bouquet of pink. So what do you guys think so far? Tell me why. So these, like I said, these leaves are like filler leaves. So I just push them up. And I'll use this one for sure. Because I have an even amount of flowers. So why not? Where did I say I wanted to put them? Right here. Stay with your buddy. Stay with your buddy. Still looks like a hole there. It's just the way the branches are. So let me step back and see. I see more of this side because I'm standing on this side more. Two more. Stick them right in there with that dogwood. I think that might be it. I think that's cute, guys. Do you see any gaps or something somewhere? Oh, hey, Michelle, how are you? Thank you. So, you guys see any gaps? Maybe so. I've got a couple of pieces of dogwood right there. You can't see it, but I can see it. The dogwood has 4 branches on it, whereas the peonies have 6. You guys, can you see any of that? Oh my gosh. All these things popped up and I went to swipe it and it swiped you guys out. Alright, so I do have a step stool. So our bow, which will make more sense to you when you see the garland, I'm going to use your step stool so I don't have to reach. So the whole tree doesn't come down on me. Oh, I feel so tall. So this time it's just going to be a bow up here. Not going to have any little creature coming out at the top or anything. Let me see what I'm hooking it onto. There we go. And what I did, oh, let me angle you guys up so you can see. Hold on. So you can see the top. So what I did on this, turn my ladder a little bit. I have these tails like sticking up, just tails up here. Because sometimes when you make a bow, it looks like it's, you know, like cut off up there, and you may have to add an extra loop or something. So I went ahead and I do, you know, I have a couple of little tails up there. And that will help just bring some, you know, funness to it up top here, and just help fill it in. And I want them to be kind of curled back. I don't want them sticking straight up. If I pull the bow down, I'm looking in here to see. So let me get down so I can do the bow the other way now. So these, I cut them, I dovetailed them already. And what you can do if you just want it to curl up, just like that, do that. That's all I want these to do. I don't want to, even these, I dovetail just to curl them up a little bit, so that they're not just hanging straight down. And I'll have to see if I have this bow centered right. Better watch it, the tree is wobbling as I'm doing this. And I have another little tail here, because when I cut these tails, these just like that, I'll just measure out and say, yeah, that's about right, you know, and I'll do it, you know, from there. So, that. So I just got to stand back to see if I got it centered on the tree where I want it to be, and I do. So these you can curl them back here, you can drape them more in the front, and you can just play with them how you want. And these two, like I have them at 2 different lengths because I wanted it to be fun like that. I didn't want it to be all the same. So that is the bow for the top of the tree. So again, it has the lavender to bring in here, which has green, and the green in here, which if you look in the center of the dogwoods, there's a little bit of green, the pink, and the white. And I think that's cute. I do. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom you over to Garland land, all right? Now, in doing this, now last time I didn't show you we were doing this. If you could see over the top there, we tried command hooks and it was not working. They would not stick to this wall at all. So what we did, I even tried duct tape. It just wouldn't work. So I had to come back the next day and I told her, I said, the only way to do this, these are screwed in. So we have 2 up in each corner, so the garland will be across and then, you know, coming down. Now, thank you, Charlie. Now, ooh, let me see if I can turn you all the way. Can I push you back so you can see? I'm going to think this side first. Okay, here we go. So the garland last month, now what I did, I took a picture of it so you can see what it looked like, and then I'll take a picture of this afterwards. And let me see if I turn these, if that would be better. Nope. You really can't see me. Oh gosh. I'm like blacked out. I can see. So she wanted to keep the pips, you know, garland and the purple. So what we did, we changed out the ribbon here. Now on the ribbon, hey Beth, I saw you tried to call me, girl. I couldn't answer you because I was on the live. Okay, she wanted to keep the purple mesh on it and she wanted to keep the pips. So if you look at the ribbon, which you're seeing upside down, because that's the other side, I'll turn it this way. It has watering cans on it. So it has the green, it has yellow, it has pink, and there's like a turquoise or teal one in there. So, and they all have, I don't know if you could see, polka dots. So that's where I got the polka dot, you know, ribbon to do, you know, for the bow and for these. So what I did, I picked up the colors, the green, the pink, and the yellow. The turquoise is going to be here. My bow is kind of messy right now because it's been on the floor, but I picked, that is a messy bow, isn't it? The turquoise is in there. So we're going to hang this and fix everything, all right? Because I had to put it all together on the floor here. Ooh, I just fell into the window. So let me make sure I got the right side. All right, so we're just going to drape this up here, just really quick. And drape, whoops, come here. Just so I have it. Now this scoops down a little bit in the middle. All right, just stay. Woo! That was fun. Y'all get a good view of the derriere there on that one. Sorry guys, hey Michelle. So, over here, let's see if I can angle you down a little bit so you can see. I think that might work. Ooh, that blocks the camera. Okay, so at the bottom here, I have bows. And I started on the two bottom ones. I have the same color blue. This, I wish I had more light. If I can turn on another light in here. Let there be light. Maybe that might help. Yes! Who knew? So there's a light right there. Okay. So on the two bottom ones here, I have the same bow. And I did it with the polka dot, the green. And I made, you know, like an X. I did a loop with two tails on one side. Then I reversed it, you know, flipped it and did it. And that's all that I did for this. These aren't ones that have like long tails. I mean, you could do however you want, but on this particular process for this one, we're not doing that. Okay, so now we gotta pull out all our tails so you can see them. And these little pips get in the way sometimes. But we work around it. I'm gonna need my ladder again. My arms can't take all that. What's nice about the garland too is that I can rotate it to where I want it. Send it in more stuff. I want the pips to be out. I don't want it to be behind the garland because then it just makes it bulky from behind, and the idea is to see them. So, cut away. Okay, next month we will not have pip garland up here. Let me fix this one tail. It's bugging me. It's bugging me, I tell you. We're going to have something different. So, I've already have bought the garland, and I got to create it for next month. There we go, much better. That one was just funky. So there are 19 tails in here, and there are 4 bows. In case you guys want to know how many there are. Yes, it'll get better, Michelle. I just can't see all the time because I don't have my glasses. All right, she's got boxes here. She can move this box so I can work. But I'll work it, girls. I'll work it. I might have to do this and then stand back and come look at it. And I don't want these to so much be curled, you know, because the mesh is just one layer of mesh. It's a 10-inch mesh. So I want you to be able to see. I should have done that bow before I put it up there. I'll come back to you. I will. I promise. There we go. Let's make some tips up here. Let me get these all straightened out. And then we have to fluff the bows. This is hard when you're doing it up on a ladder. And I'm trying to do it so you don't see my butt. But, oh well. Around, pull all these guys out, and we'll get it going. shift to the other side. And I'll turn you guys so you guys can see. And hopefully I won't kill myself up here. I get nervous standing on the ladders. I don't know why. Height, I guess. Alright, so let's fix this bow since I'm close to it right now. So that way you can see all the beautiful colors. Oops. Otherwise, if you don't see the colors, that defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it? Goodness. What? So, like I said, the colors I chose, so I bought these colors from here over for this bow. Being that it's spring, I don't mind the pips still being out. I don't think of it as much as so much for Easter still. I think it looks kind of cute still. But I mean, come next month, no pips. There's not going to be any pips. Alright, I already have the garland bought. I just got to make it. Go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Oopsie. So see, this is sticking away from the wall a little bit. And that's what's nice about going, because then you can just bend it and you can bring it closer. So these pip garlands are kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever tried to work with any of them. Some people may not like them. They're thin, but if you do it right, you can have something that's really pretty. And this is something, like last month was the Easter one. That was the first one we did a garland for her. So it's based on, you know, you look at what does your customer want to pay, how much stuff do they want in it. I mean, those are all things you have to take into consideration when you're doing a garland. You know, what holiday is it for? Christmas, we always all go out. Next month, it's going to be So let me fix this bow. And so you got to look at all those in consideration, you know. Now you have to understand with Janet here, I've gone from just making her a wreath. I started in 2018. She found me on Facebook. I think it was on the marketplace or someplace. I posted a wreath, and that's how she found me. And made her a wreath for every single day, every single month for a year. And then it became, she had a little tree, decorating that. And then it went on to decorating her walker, have a walker wreath. Then from there, it went to tier tray. And now moving here, we're doing garland and a vignette. Vignette is what you put like in a window or a display. And again, based on, you know, what our theme is, costs, all that you have to take into consideration. So let me go back to this side and see if I can reach that bow without moving these boxes down here. Because I'm a little further away. I have to stand on the windowsill. God, I hope it can support me. So I may disappear here, so hold on, guys, hold on. I didn't angle the camera but back so that you could see me, because this is a stretch right now for me to get this. And, oh yeah. I don't think as many times as I do things do I always remember something. You know what I forgot today? I forgot her wreath for her door. Can you believe that? I'm so mad. I was packing my car early this morning because I had to get up with the pups and put the stuff in my car. I said, no, I'll come back for it. I'll leave it. Totally forgot it. Totally. Okay. I'm trying to, like, is everything facing out? All the ribbons not curled the right way, or are they sitting the right way? These ones up here I can bend down a little bit so you can see them a little bit better. Ooh. Of course it would help if I moved the ladder so that I could do that. And these I'm just going to rotate this in a little bit. So that you can see it more this way instead of sticking so straight out. Oh goodness. Let me see. That looks pretty good. Alright. Except for that bow up there. Bow is driving me crazy, you guys. It's always got to be one. One is the loneliest number. Okay. I think that's better. Almost fell off the ladder. Okay, so you can get the gist of the whole garland, and it's just pretty. It actually is pretty. Pretty colors. That's what it looks like on that side there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, so now we're going to do the window. So let me move, because we don't need the step ladder for that. And I'm going to move the camera here. I'm going to see if I can prop you on her bed. Let's see if that'll work. Oh, let me see, because that will make you lower. I'm going to see where the window is. Nope, can't see it there. Let's move this box. Maybe I can use the box. Hold on, y'all. We're going to get it. There, you can see it. Yay. Although I want you to see more of it. So these are placemats. Burlap grass. We use these for Easter. We're going to keep them out and probably use them all summer because with the different themes that we're doing for the summer, I think it's fun. Get rid of that little string. So this is going to be fun. All right. So my main thing this year was for this, I wanted to find a little bench. Let me close these blinds. Oh gosh. A little bit, so that might make it better, hopefully. So we have a little bench. It's not going to make it better for me for decorating now. Oh well, we'll put it there. So I wanted the bench just to sit off in the corner here, just like that. So we could put whatever we want on this in general. But this month, we got all these little creatures, all these little guys. Because we're just going to make this like bug land. Look at all my little things here. What I also found, she likes dragonflies. So Hobby Lobby had these. And let's see if it can lit. There's a little switch in here. You just press on it whichever way and it lights. It is solar based, so they'll go on, you know, at nighttime for her. So I have them turned on, and we're just going to scatter these in here. I have 4 of them. go on the other side here. Gotta get some of the goodies. We have a big mushroom. We have little mushrooms. We have a butterfly. You stick all those. Oh, and what she wanted was a little cardinal to go in the tree. So I'm going to stick that right in front here. Let me get the rest, because it's on the other side of this table she has here. We have 4 of those. We got some more mushrooms. We have, hold on, go around. This is the best of them all. Look at what I got. I got a big old frog, and I found a big lily pad to sit him on. Isn't that cool? So I want to sit him over here. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Yeah. He's going to kind of be just sitting over here in the lily pad, as if there was a pond there. Now what I did too, I found a little watering can, and I clipped her flowers. I'm not putting these in styrofoam or anything. I'm just sticking them in here. And this is going to be over here, just by her, on her little bench there. And I was going to put the butterfly standing up on the bench there as well. Well, if you could see, maybe we could do it like that. There we go. I'll move you guys better once we kind of get it all set up, kind of thing. So she has some other things she wants me to add. I told her we would. We would see what we can add to this without making it too cluttered. I'm gonna trip over that there. Okay. So these I thought were really cute. She ordered these from somebody. I don't know who. This one has a ladybug on it. Oops. And this one has a bee on it. This one has a ladybug. Now, unfortunately, this one came apart, and she has glue. She knows it's apart. So for now, we're just going to leave it, and she can go ahead next time when she gets a chance and fix it. So I was thinking maybe we could stick it in the middle. And let's see, maybe behind the chair, just to give it something behind the chair there. Can't really see it. You know what? We're going to take this one out because we're going to be doing a bee theme, and this has the bee on it, so we're going to save that one. So we'll just use the 2. Now, oops, this light's upside down. So now we got our mushrooms to do. So let me do them here. Hold on. She had this little cute little thing. It's on a candlestick with a flower, and they put a bird's nest in it. So I thought that would be cute that we can put in here. That's going to go outside. She has, this is an ornament, and it has the blue watering can. Oh, it's not an ornament, it's a little figure. I thought it was an ornament. So I thought, well, we're going to add him in here because we have the blue one in here. She got little tiny shovels. I said, well, we got to have those in there. You just take off her little price tags. I don't know where she got all that stuff, you know. So we could just, I'm going to leave the strings on them in case she wants to have them. Oh, wait, you know what? We can hang it off the chair. There we go. We can hang one off the chair and just put the other one there by the watering can. Oops. has some dragonflies. So these are just metal, like metal. She just had and we're just gonna lay these throughout, you know, almost as if it's a flower on there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to use this, but we'll see if we can add that in there. Because some of the stuff we're gonna go ahead and put out on her two tray. All right, so now I'm gonna come down here, guys. I'll get down on my knee. All right, so we gotta figure out. We have a black ant, we have a red ant. Gotta have both of those guys. I like all these guys because they're all the heads like bobble. They're just fun little things. We got what would appear to be like a dragonfly. We got a ladybug. Isn't that cute? And we got, I don't know, you call them chameleons, geckos, or whatever. It's funny little guys. Stick her little gnome guy over here. If he'll stand. He doesn't want to stand. Uh-oh. Stick the bird over there. Okay. So we have a lily pad over here. So let's put, I thought I had 4. Oh, I do. I'm just going to stagger these. Where's the other one? So that they're just kind of in there. And we'll use these. We can group one with this one. Maybe we'll stick this one over here. I want to make sure that these came, everything, all these things that I bought came from Hobby Lobby. All the little creatures came from Hobby Lobby. You can take these off if you want. You can do a whole, what is the word? When you string them up like a garland. So we'll maybe just group these in sets of 2. The big ones. Or not the big ones, the mushrooms. And then we're just going to place our bugs wherever we want them to go. Now maybe we'll have a gecko over here, because they like things that, all the bugs that come out of the ponds. And all these little bug creatures, we're just going to set around. Let's switch these, because I don't want a ladybug with a black ant. You won't see them. Is she on top? No. No, because they'll fall off. And that's all that we're doing. We're just placing them around. Oh, I still have one next to him. I like this one because look, his head is cockeyed. You could probably turn it back the other way, but it's his character. Just character, I tell you. And that's really, for the vignette, it's just supposed to be April flowers bring May flowers and all. And just all the bugs are coming out, as they say. So let me give you a closer look. See if I can do this. Hopefully you can see it, because I'm holding this backwards. So see, there's the bench, there's the little bird. Oh, I gotta put the dragonflies. She wants those to lay out. And there's the other with the frog. I know it's horrible with the lighting, y'all. I don't know how we're gonna put these guys. Maybe we can put them back here like as if they're gonna get ready to fly. Fly away. See? Just stick those like that. There we go. Oh, one more. There's always one more. I don't know if I can use this or not. Oops. No, I don't like that. Sorry, Janet, I don't like that. maybe we can put that one out front. Maybe this one. Let's switch. Put this here. Oh, no one got there. The flowers here. Maybe we can drape this here. So it says Hello Spring. It has the garland. I don't know if you saw that. So here it is. Just a little sign there, so it says Hello Spring. And I think that's going to be it. So, I don't know if I could show you on my, because I'm just watching it here, so you're not going to be able to see it. I love the bench. I know, the bench is Hobby Lobby. Like I said, all these little critters and all, everything, except for these flowers and the dragonflies, everything came from Hobby Lobby. That didn't come from Hobby Lobby. She had this and the bird, but, and the gnome and the little shovel thing. But I just thought it would be something different to do. Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. I know, the bench. Listen, I searched for this bench. I went online because I wanted a white bench so we could use this every single time. You know, up here, we could decorate it for whatever, have a little person or somebody sitting there and stuff. And I searched for, I don't know for how long. And then I found this one in Hobby Lobby on their website, and I thought, oh, they're probably not going to have it in their store. And sure enough, they did. They did. And so I was happy. So let me move you guys back up here so I can see you better. Hey, look, it's me. So, today what did we do? We did the tree. Oh, I think that came out really cute. Whoop. That's that one she needs to fix. There's got to be one. Always. So the tree with the paninis, panonis, however you want to say it, dogwoods, one cardinal, lavender. That's all that's in the tree. And then, wait, I see something. Is it here? Here? No, here. Why do I see? Oh, there's lavender here. Okay, so let's do this. Bring that up there. And let's bring this one down here. I saw a hole, but the lavender, it's like the lavender's in there. You don't see the lavender, you know, from the photo. So we did the tree. We did the garland. Hopefully you can see the whole garland here. Oops, I gotta get out of the way. And then we did her little vignette down below. And I'll take pictures and all so you guys can see the whole thing better in better light and stuff. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a little video of me decorating her chair tray because that's outside. She's not here. I got to make sure I don't lock myself out of her place because then I can't get back in. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm just going to record that and post that, and then I'll post pictures of everything, you know, so you guys can all see all that. I keep looking here at my picture, but my camera is actually over there, and I should look there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I always have fun decorating for her. I really do, because she keeps me thinking. A lot of people, not a lot, there are people that don't want to do like custom orders. There's people that may want to do, you know, something like this, you know, installation, but they don't want to do custom orders. I don't mind doing custom orders. I really don't. Because they make me think. Like I just finished a wreath that was for a race car, for the Indy 500. A lady said, hey, can you make me a race car wreath? And I went, okay. So for me, it's researching and thinking and planning. And I did it. I sent it to her. I don't know if she got it yet. It went out, I think, Friday. Yeah, Friday to her. So it should be there. So I'm very happy that she asked me to do it. So I like doing this. I like, you know, coming up with different ideas and stuff. And she's going to be surprised because she's not here. So she's going to see all this when she comes back. Usually she's here, but they went on an outing. They went shopping today. And I was like, I want to go shopping. So, but anyway, so thanks for coming to NonnasNuttykrafts, y'all. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, follow. Please really share this and send it to your friends. Text message your friends in there and tell them, hey, love to see you guys. And I'll see you next time on NonnasNuttykrafts. Bye.